Coach, thank you. We have playoff football and bone-chilling playoff football at that in the city of brotherly love at Lincoln Financial Field. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Philadelphia Eagles. The excitement level around here at a fever pitch as we're underway in the 2020 NFC Championship game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Hey!
Watch out in. Hey! 4 down.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here we go.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch tight ends right. Watch tight ends right.
We got 1, Omaha. We got 4. Check it out.
To throw is Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down, San Francisco.
Here we go. 180.
Mark 54. Man, I got you. Check 4.
White.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here we go.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check out.
13.
On second down, it's Coleman. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
Here we go.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop
21,
on third down.
21. Hey, gun.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Winston, the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Chopper! Tight dog. Switch.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
at the 27-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. Check safety. Hey, look through.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Kill. Check nickel.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check. Watch 54. Here we go. Patch it.
Sunday. Here we go.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz caught by the tight end Ertz. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Now Wentz. He's going to look deep for more. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DJ Moore, 55 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Garoppolo now. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
Go ahead, take a seat. You can't stop me.
Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
280. Hey, empty. Empty. Switch zone, travel.
Check 13. Kill, kill, kill.
Man 5-7.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
57.
You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? Check three, check three.
Wentz now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Well, that second down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. Throwing now is Wentz. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the post.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. The punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
21.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
Mike, here we go. 180. 13. Hey, Alpha. Hey, gun.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
On first down, it's Sanders, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
6 man. Check curls. Right there.
Wentz gonna throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We got him.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53.
Come on, watch the twins. Watch the twins. Shoot. Watch the bunch. Hey, kill. 5. No. 2. Rip left. Check. Go. Check. Lucky.
On third down, they turn to Sanders. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at them right now and say, let's get away from them entirely to start throwing the football. But I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down a defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
I got this.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Coleman. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on fourth. Garoppolo completes it to Samuel. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
General West. Kill. Check 26. Hang in there now. No.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room, an onside kick attempt. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Second half will start with a run by Sanders. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Undercrush.
Let's find 7.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety.
They'll go again with Sanders. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
I'm going to hit you all day, baby.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down.
Hey, check back 34.
Hey, empty.
Screen. Rock the screen.
Lion.
He's checking. Crash.
Rip. 5-9. Hey, team 6.
Hey, check 24.
Snap coming at 1. Now wins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Returning, it's Benjamin. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Here we go.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Shot field.
21.
Under 10.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Taylor now returning it. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Check.
Run.
They'll run on first down. Sanders, he'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Shorty.
Another run with Sanders, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Watch twist.
Ram.
Watch out.
Hey, 74.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Straight 15.
First and 10 at the 33.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch 57. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
40, 82, 40. Hey, Lou.
Screen. Watch the screen.
From the 30 on second down, Wentz. And that's complete to Sanders. It's a 4-yard pickup, and all of a sudden here it's third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Eagles on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, orbit.
Hey, watch the ball. 57's a Mike. 57's a Mike. Watch the
Shotgun now for Wentz. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, 26 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
13 yards there and a Niner first.
Here we go. 180. 11.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here we go.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, alert.
Coleman. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they got the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
On third down, here's Coleman. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Coleman now. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Man, 5-7.
57's the mic.
Hey, echo.
57's the mic.
Wentz now on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Check. Jim.
To try again after the sack. Wentz. The Sanders has got it complete. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the second level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
The Eagles on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Here's Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. Third down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to a first down.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, right at the 15-yard line here.
At their own 15-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do.
Here we go.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 22, Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. On first down, Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Go.
54. Gotta do better.
On first down, it's Sanders. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I had to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running right, here's Sanders. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And for all these guys, whether you're a rookie, a 10-year veteran, there's no feeling like this NFC champs.
And you feel like family. Never at any time do you feel more like family than when you're sharing the joy of being the NFC champs. And now everyone gets to say they're going to the Super Bowl.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.